Dealing with narcissists are like having an infestation problem. You ever see a bunch of insects in your house and you're like, how are they getting in here? It's a very violating feeling because it feels like your personal space is being invaded. And like they even have nerve enough to be like, hey, bro, when you go to bed, would you mind leaving some crumbs out? We get hungry. How are we supposed to eat? Now, you have to figure out how to keep them out. And the main problem is they're exploiting a vulnerability in your boundary that allows them to come and go as they please. Narcissists do the same thing in your life. You tell them to leave you alone. They act like you've never said a word. You try to go no contact. They will call you 50 times a day and all night trying to make you answer. You feel like you're always under attack, which means, hey, you constantly feel drained. The problem is the narc is exploiting the fact that you are an empath and you focus on the needs of others more than your own. Now, you have to have healthy boundaries. And to do that, you must focus on your needs, no exception. So, boundary tip number 1, you have to identify your limits, meaning you got to recognize the things they're doing that violate your non-negotiables. What is it that you say? You cannot pass this line no matter what. Boundary tip number 2, say no often. It is your right to deny ridiculous and selfish requests, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. Don't let guilt hold you hostage. Tip number 3, don't jade, meaning don't waste your energy or time trying to justify, argue, defend, or explain anything to the narcissist. Tip number 4, prioritize your self-care. Give yourself compassion like you give everybody else, the kindness you give everybody else, and be patient with yourself. Do things that build your self-worth. And tip number 5, you may have to go low or no contact. You might have to drastically limit your exposure to the narc to maintain your sanity. See, in life, you're always teaching people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Like scripture says, love your neighbor as you love who? Yourself. Now, if you feel like, hey, you are struggling and you feel like that narc is just bullying their way into your life, coming and going as they please, and you're like, I don't know how to deal with this, okay? I'll tell you what you do. Go to my website, ChristopherReed.org, schedule your free 30-minute consultation so you and I can have a conversation, and I can tell you how coaching is going to help you build that layer of protection around you, all right? That protects you from the narcissist. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and share. Take care. Peace.